We are now here in Geneva. Behind us is the beautiful building of the United Nations. And I'm talking today to Tomo, Tomo Shibata. We are together here and we have just been, right now it's over, we have just been at the conference of the Committee on the People
of persons with disabilities.
Yes, thank you.
Of the rights of persons with disabilities.
The Committee on the People of Rights of the people with disabilities. Yeah, difficult word. And Tomo, maybe you can tell us how did we get here? How did you get here to this meeting? You have your own targeted individual organization. It's a kind of international organization. And it's not a new one. I think it's you started some years ago with this organization.
First in the upstate New York.
And also you started with your work, with your lobbying work some years ago. This is not new for you.
Right.
Maybe you can, maybe you can tell how it started for you, how you got the idea to come here to this place, and what are you doing? What is your work in your organization, and what was your work during this conference? What did you do during this conference?
Yeah, well, this UN treaty body, it's called. There's a Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities that quite a number of countries had ratified. And it's one of the most widely ratified conventions of the United Nations. And this particular committee is very progressive when it comes to the protection of the rights of persons with disabilities, including psychosocial disabilities. Now, we're perceived to have psychosocial disability. We are misperceived rather to have psychosocial disabilities, or at least a delusional disorder and paranoid schizophrenia. But because of that, there are quite a bit of legal rights are deprived or are subjected to discrimination. And because of this context, the human experimentation of those who are perceived to have psychosocial disabilities is possible, and the torture, and that kind of make us look like having delusional disorder or paranoid schizophrenia. But also they also have effects of further allowing the society to tolerate the torture we're getting. So I found that quite a bit of potential in participating in this particular treaty body or the Committee on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, especially this conference. So that's why I participated. And today, one of the experts, the committee members of this Committee on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, I guess members of committee, posed a question such as that there's a report that the person of psychosocial disabilities, either perceived or actual, are subjected to neurotechnology human experimentation. Ask Denmark what kind of measures they would take to rectify this. I asked their opinion on that. And also, she also asked the Danish government that the committee believes that the persons perceived to actual psychosocial disabilities are kept under surveillance harassment by the police, and also the police would approach the community, well, especially neighbors, to keep eye on the person who are perceived to actually have psychosocial disabilities. And I think this is a really important question that this committee member, Dr. Rosa, asked to the government of Denmark, because this is the first step in having our, I guess, the torture and the oppression recognized by the international governmental organization. And that's very important, given it's the UN that's starting to recognize and address this problem to the national governments now.
Yeah, that was one thing that I wanted to ask you. What was your impression? I saw you talking to so many people on this conference. You have been everywhere at the same time, and you talked to so many people. What was your impression of the people of this committee? Could they believe the topic, the problem, the TI problem? Because normally if you tell people about this issue, they won't believe normally, usually. What was the case here? Do you have the feeling they could believe it, that this is really going on in the world?
Yeah, actually, the majority of the committee members believe, I think. I got the sense. Some don't really comment on this, so I don't really know, but a number of the key figures at the committee say that we already know this going on. Yeah.
I think the conference is going on next week. I think you will be here next week too. I can't be here. I have other things to do. What do you think is your work on this field in the future? Could you describe how you see your role or your work in this in this problem or on this topic?
Yeah, I guess we can also work in the Committee Against Torture. We can participate in the in the Committee Against Torture, their sessions. So NGO have the right to speak, make oral presentations, and also interact with the experts as I have been doing, so that we can ask them to, we can put, participate in the formation of their opinions, and they're the kind of quasi-legislative, such thing called like concluding observations, general comments, and all that. Those are kind of like quasi-law, international law that we can participate in so far, and I think we should do that more. Yeah.
If you could ask people for help for your work, what would you ask them to do? What could people, our viewers, people who watch this video, what could they do to support you, to help you doing your work? What do you think? What would you wish them to do if you could express a wish?
Well, if you're already familiar with the UN working in the UN, like how the treaty body works or how the Human Rights Council works, and also the International Criminal Court, then I would encourage those people to join this effort. So we can work collectively on this matter. Yeah.
Okay, maybe there is a way to support you financially. Where could people send the money to? You have a crowdfunding page I've seen on the internet.
Yeah, that's right. I would have to start up one. Yeah, there was an old one on California legislation, but that's another project. So, which I felt guilty not being able to complete that one. So that's why I started the one in the UN here. So I would have to set up a website of that.
And if people want to know what you are doing right now, is there a way to get more information? Maybe your website? How can people find your website on the internet?
Oh, I see. My website is still under construction, but possibly Near Freedom also can cover this. So
yeah, but you have also a website. How can people get on your website?
Oh, okay, that's right. That's end-torture.org. Right. Yeah, but that website is somehow under construction, so I have to still work on that.
We will put the link under this video. Tomo, I thank you very much for this short interview. You have a lot to do right now, so we can't continue, and maybe we talk another time.
Yeah.
Thank you,
thank you
for your work, for important work at the UN. And hopefully we will get the door, we will get the goal, and hopefully the UN people will understand what is going on in the world, what is going on with targeted individuals, with torture, with heavy torture done with neuroweapons and organized stalking. Thank you, Tomo, for your time.
Yeah, you're welcome.
See you.
Okay,
bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, thank you.
Bye.